Memories, Fate, Finality. 3 aspects of Honkai Star Rail that have rose to a new level of prominence in our current story. Recently, we have received an update that has turned everything we know about Honkai Star Rail on its head. And as a Star Rail player, we are no stranger to plot twists and long-term storytelling, especially with Jade and Topaz's plan for Penacony beginning in Eurilo 6, or with us never meeting the real Ting Yun up until recently. So we know that Hoyo has the tendency to hide things from us, and sometimes on special occasions, they hide things in plain sight. And as the Stellaron Hunter motto goes, the simplest method is the hardest to spot. However, I believe that I have cracked open the mysterious history of our own Trailblazer. And you guys know me, I've got support, I've got evidence, and most importantly, I've got a motive. Because this is the true past of our Trailblazer revealed. Okay, so first off, I've already made a short about this, and in the comments section, a lot of people have said, oh, we already knew this. Oh, this was just common knowledge already. First of all, cap. Second of all, this goes way deeper than you think it does. So let's get into this, shall we? You see, I feel like this entire moment of unlocking the path of remembrance went over a lot of people's heads. Because at first, admittedly, it flew way over mine. And it's mainly because so many things happened at once, right after the other. We got our little memo sprite, Fu Li showed up, and the Stellaron Hunters were replacing our Astral Express family, and at first I discounted all of this as just the tricks of the Enigmata. Because surely we couldn't have been a Stellaron Hunter, right? I mean, these interactions don't even make any sense. But then they do. And then the conversations start to become coherent. And then everything starts to fall into place. Then I was bombarded with realization after realization, and now I 100% believe that we left the Stellaron Hunters in accordance with Elio's script. Yes, we are a Stellaron Hunter sleeper agent. Let me explain. This goes all the way back to the very beginning of the game, because this entire plot was set in place by our anti-heroes. Silverwolf says herself that she attracted the Antimatter Legion to distract people on Herta's space station. They also knew full well that Herta was in possession of a Stellaron, so they snuck in and stole it, like Stellaron Hunters do. And this is where we come in, because Silverwolf slides the terminal over to Kafka, and when Silverwolf teleports us in, Kafka says,
"How much does she remember?"
To which Silverwolf replies,
I'll remember you.
And sure enough, one of the answer choices is you saying her name. But this is where things get weird, because just as you are momentarily regaining consciousness, she prompts you to join the Astral Express, because that is the future that Elio foresaw. But this isn't the only hint of us being a Stellaron Hunter, no. Because we could have just been some special life form that they teleported in. I mean, Silverwolf refers to us as the receptacle after all, not really a term denoting familiarity or even fondness. So let's move on to Exhibit B. The next time we see Kafka not as a hologram is on the Xianzhou Luofu, where this wild interaction happens.
These Cloud Knights aren't Mara struck. What did you do to them?
Just a little persuasion to get them to listen to me. But you know all about that already, don't you?
Why does she look directly at us then? How would we know how her mind control works if we were just some receptacle for the Stellaron? She even says our name. Okay, so now things are getting weird, but it's not like we have a history with each other to the point that she would remember our mannerisms, right? It's not like she'd know something like that.
You haven't changed a bit. I'm sorry you have to see me in such a sorry state.
Oh no. But it's probably only Kafka, right? She probably just has some special intel from the script. It's not like the Stellaron Hunters were just pretending like they didn't know us the whole time, right?
Don't be nervous. Just cooperate with me like you did before.
Oh. Well then. It seems that everything we know is a lie. So the Stellaron Hunters ran a distraction by staging an Antimatter Legion attack to steal and place the Stellaron into one of their own members, blocking a majority of their memories, then prompting this member to join the Astral Express? But why? Why would they go to such lengths? Well, here's where that motive part I emphasized comes in. Because no theory is complete without a proper motive. You see, in order to understand Elio's plan, we have to understand what a Stellaron is. According to Madame Herta, a Stellaron is a life form capable of binding to the path of a certain world to fulfill the desires of the world that it is tethered to. This is why we got destruction during the Antimatter Legion attack, preservation from Eurilo 6, harmony from Penacony, and remembrance from Amphorius. All of this was from our Stellaron binding with the power of each world's path. And this was all a part of Elio's plan. They needed the Stellaron's host to travel from world to world collecting the power of different paths, and the Astral Express is exactly how to do it. It guarantees that we'll come in contact with multiple paths because all we do is travel. And this is why our former family had to act like they didn't know us. Because if they told us they were our true family, we would leave and the plan would all go down the drain. Kafka says herself, knowing the right thing at the wrong time could spoil all of their hard work. Because in the best and worst case scenarios of the plan, we fight Nanook in the very end in a battle of aeonic proportions. So this entire plan hinges on our ignorance of our own past, which is why what Fu Li showed us is so dangerous. We aren't supposed to know this. And to be honest, it's good that we refer to this as a non-existent memory. Because if we didn't, the consequences could be dire and things could get way more complicated. Everything we know is a lie. And we need to keep believing it to be the truth if Elio's script is to come to fruition. Because we know that the Stellaron Hunters are followers of the finality and are attempting to save the universe from its destruction. There is something they see, or Elio sees, that we can't even imagine. The path of destruction is a threat that is beyond measure. This Aeon was born of two things: the Machine Emperor's war with Rupert I going to war with half the universe and trying to kill all organic life, that I made a video about, you should watch it, it's great, and the propagation that took on 7 Aeons and still almost won. I also made a video about that, you should watch that, it's also great. A threat that not only made Aha stop laughing and lock in, but also one that made the Aeon of Universal Balance take a side twice. The utter chaos and carnage these two events produced prompted the ascension of Nanook to Aeonhood. And now he has emanators that nuke entire galaxies and blow out suns like their birthday candles, that I also made a video about, you should watch it, it's great. I don't know how we're supposed to fight that, but apparently Elio thinks we have a shot. A slim one, but a shot nonetheless. That's why we have a Stellaron, that's why we joined the Express, and that's how we are a Stellaron Hunter sleeper agent. Because this is the true past of our Trailblazer revealed. This is a wild theory that just might have gotten confirmed. It's crazy that our every move has been foreseen this entire time. I don't know about you, but this turns the entire story on its head for me. I just had to rewatch cutscenes and comb through a ton of dialogue just to see where they let the veil slip, and for some reason, it was entirely Kafka. But to be honest, I still have questions. How long were we with the Stellaron Hunters for? Why don't we have an IPC bounty like the rest of them? And what was our role in the Stellaron Hunters before the whole sleeper agent plan? I guess only time will tell. But what do you guys think? Be sure to let me know, and I'll see you all in the next video. Peace, y'all.